our strength to give up. Anybody can do that. Giving up is the easiest thing in the world. Making it through the middle all the way to the end is another story altogether. And it just frightens the living daylights out of me, the number of people who have amazing lives predestined for them, but they give up in the middle because it's hard. I got rejected. I was abused. I was abandoned. Well, you know, it's not fair for somebody to stand in front of you and say, I have this great life and all my dreams have come true. You know, I mean, things are good for me now. I mean, wow, mercy. I have 4 kids that I did finally raise and get through school. Thank God. I have been married now 47 years, and all the stuff I used to get mad about. Did I ever want to give up on my kids? Oh, I mean, I thought probably 3 out of my 4 kids were crazy. I mean, I'm just like, what is your deal? I honestly didn't think, there was 2 of them that I really didn't think could ever go out of the house and live on their own. And now it's pretty funny because one of them is the CEO of all the stateside ministry and the other one helps take care of me. So let me tell you, there's hope for those kids that you think aren't going to make it. You know, even raising kids sometimes is lonely because if you're a good parent, you're going to have to say no when your kid wants to hear yes, and then you're trying to do the right thing for them, but now they're all mad at you and won't even talk to you. And there's a loneliness in that. There's a loneliness about being a leader because you cannot make one decision that everybody's going to like. It's not possible. I don't care what you do. I don't care what song you sing. Somebody wishes you would have sang another song. And if you're going to live all your life trying to keep all the people happy all the time, you're going to go stark raving mad and have a nervous breakdown. So there's 2 things we need to do. Live to please God and follow our heart. You're not going to be fulfilled if you live to please everybody else and you lose yourself in the process. There's all different types of loneliness, but I do believe that there are more lonely people in the world than those who actually feel together and fulfilled. And so I wanted to attack that today and get people to the point where they don't have to go around grieving all the time because somebody didn't like them or somebody didn't accept them or somebody doesn't approve of them. You know, Jesus felt deserted when he was on the cross. My God, why have you forsaken me? And we know that God did not forsake him, just like he never forsakes us, but there are times when God will hide his presence from us. And boy, that's not fun. And when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, going through his greatest hour of agony, the guys that he has poured his life out to couldn't even be bothered to pray with him 1 hour. Judas betrayed him. Peter denied him. And you know what? If he made it, we can make it. He went through all that. So in him, we can go through it too and come out victorious on the other side. Listen, Jesus went through a lot, but let's think about where he's at today. Come on. He made it to the end. He said, it is finished. Wow. And you know what? If there's anything in me that God can get out of me that will help you get to the point in your life where you can say that, I made it. I'm so proud of the fact that Dave and I have been married 47 years, and that even though we're very different, and it wasn't always easy, we made it. Amen? We made it. Now let me just tell you a few stories. You know, I married the first guy that came along because I didn't think anybody would ever really want me because I'd been abused. And so the first guy that showed any interest in me and said, let's get married, I was like all in. Even though I knew down deep in my heart that it wasn't right and wasn't going to work out. Lonely, desperate people do desperate things. And they often do very unwise things. But I'm lonely. Well, that's why I'm here talking to you today. Do you know that getting a man doesn't guarantee you're not going to be lonely? Come on, is anybody with me today? Boy, you marry somebody and you think now they're going to make you happy and they're going to make you feel great about yourself and they're going to always be there for you. And the thing is I had to finally realize that I couldn't give Dave the responsibility for my happiness. My whole deal, and yours too, has to be between us and God. God's not going to anoint somebody else to give you everything you need because he wants to do it. God is never going to anoint any other person in this earth to be everything that you would like them to be. He will purposely let them disappoint you at times. Because when those people become a prop to us, God is very good at kicking the props out from under us. So I married this guy, and oh, he was handsome, but he was a conniver and just a liar and lazy and cute, but how many of you know you can get over cute pretty quick? Well, we're together on this one. Amen? And you know, same thing for men. How many men are trapped by some beautiful woman with just the right figure? It becomes a nightmare. You'd be better off with a plainer woman that had a lot of God in her. So I married this guy, cute, but just to be frank, a real jerk. And we went to New Mexico, and we were staying in a motel room, and he was gone all the time. And I ate ice cream every night, and in 30 days, I gained 30 pounds. Just out of loneliness. Listen, when you're lonely, don't go to comfort food. Go to the God of all comfort. Come on now. Don't do comfort shopping. Go to the God of all comfort. Amen? I think I need about 4 hours to do this justice. So we're living in this motel, and after about 2 weeks, he just didn't come home one night. And he just left me in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was 18 years old. Didn't even have enough money to get home. Had to call somebody that I knew. They sent me 80 bucks for a bus ticket. I couldn't call my parents and ask for help because I knew what that would mean with my dad. If you ever needed anything from him, you're going to pay for it. And then he did the same thing to me again, left me in Oakland, California. You say, well, if he did it to you once, why were you dumb enough to go back? Well, come on, sisters, talk to me. Because he came back, I'm so sorry, I love you so much. Will you give me one more chance? You don't even want to know how many times I did that. When I got pregnant, he left me and lived with another woman who happened to live 2 blocks down the street. And every morning when I would go to work, I would drive past where he and her were living together, and I was pregnant with his baby. So I know what it's like to feel lonely and to feel deserted and to feel like nothing you've ever tried to do has worked out in life, but I'm still here. See, that's really the message. I'm telling you all of these things that I went through to say I'm still here. I made it through the middle.